Hi, Leo. I started talking and you weren't there. Welcome to your one thing reading. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Also in the description box below is the link for the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Gemstone Tarot. If you get a chance, stop by and show her some love and support. All right, so we have the Five of Cups, the Magician, Page of Swords, Six of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, King of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Two of Wands. And yes, this deck is well shuffled. Okay. All right, so you might be wondering if you made, in fact, the right decision. If things are going to end up working out, or what do I do now that a decision has been made? Did I do the right thing? Maybe you feel like what you have done, the decision you've made, or how things have transpired that you're disappointed in has kind of landed you being in a defensive position and kind of solitary and having to defend like how you feel, and this is the hill I'm going to die on type of thing. And it could involve someone cheating. It could involve things not working out to your benefit, like you being passed over for a promotion, or someone doing something on the sly that, you know, was, hey, this is not what we agreed upon type of thing. So we've got the Seven of Wands here, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So again, this could be about you having to defend yourself and kind of entering into a period of solitude because there's something about something or someone else being involved in the situation that you agreed upon with someone. If we're talking about love, yes, that could be someone choosing something to prioritize something over you, whether it's a something or a someone. And this is now going to be a time of solitude or voluntary solitude, like thinking, okay, voluntary solitary time, wondering, did I make the right decision? And I'm really bummed and sad, and I don't like what has happened. I'm disappointed. Brighter days are ahead. Obviously, we've got this lovely ascending tower in the distance with the star right there. So there's still hope, but because of how you feel, you're feeling kind of blue, you don't see it yet. That's fine. It's completely normal. You probably aren't talking. Communication might be a bit testy right now. And might be that your wish is for things to work out. I'm doing that in case I need to clarify. But it's always going to be a guessing game, isn't it? This is, maybe you two are considering reuniting, or you're considering giving things another shot. But understand and realize that you might not be able to ever get the trust level back that you had. It will be, I feel like you will constantly be making an effort to work through something or work with something, and it will you'll never quite be the priority that you want to be, and you will always be second guessing, and you will always have to be doing kind of a juggling act. Consider that this disappointment, this you being solitary or in solitude right now and largely under yourself, and perhaps there's this minimal communication, reaching out, trying to work things out. Maybe you've scaled way back on things with this person, and it's about like, okay, I need my space, but I still would like to see you, so how about once a week, or whatever agreement you came up with. If you still are even talking, maybe it's even only online or through social media, the whole keeping an eye on each other but still not talking, like there's that sort of adjacent awareness. But consider that it has given you a new beginning. Instead of returning to this situation to work it out with this person and taking your interaction level down to like bare minimum but still contact or still connected, consider that it's actually given you a new beginning. And it's not about, consider that it's not about working things out with this person, but rather maybe going out with friends and being very social. We've got the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands here. And you being instead of being kind of receptive or wanting to work with this person, consider you starting something with someone else. Or perhaps you already have something started with someone else. And that looks like it's going to be a lot more beneficial for you. Why? Because over time with this person, the prior person, not the new person, because if you do decide to socialize and go out with friends and kind of do that group dating thing and that group whatever, you will meet people, right? You're going to meet somebody. There's going to be one in particular. You're going to meet three, but there's going to be one in particular. Anyway, should you decide to do that, that's going to kind of right the wrong. That's kind of going to balance that's going to balance wondering if things are going to work out. Did I make the right decision? Should I still be talking to this person? That is going to balance that doubt. That's going to balance that disappointment, that sadness. That's going to shine the light on these two cups right here that are still full and still radiating, rather than just what hasn't worked out, what's been a disappointment, what's weighing heavily on you. If you continue with the older person or the person that you're trying to work things out with, I feel like it's not about things being in a stable position so much as it is putting up with more of the same. I feel like you're going to be working through one thing and get that resolved, and then here comes another thing. Here comes another issue. It's going to be a constant struggle to keep working through something with your person or the situation. If this isn't a love reading for you, because I didn't specify, I just naturally go there because that's what I do on the channel. But if this is reinvesting in a prior situation or a prior somebody, you're always going to be reinvesting. You're always going to be trying to work things out. You're always going to want to be getting to that sort of stasis that is largely going to depend on your effort to do so. If you consider that that's actually has given you a new beginning, and instead of putting your efforts towards reinvesting in the your known person, shall we say, and trying to work things out and trying to come to balance and trying to, but there again, there's going to be that mistrust. But instead of doing that, you decide to start socializing and taking their cue, which whatever it is. All right, well, by you choosing and prioritizing someone else, you have just set me free to do the same. And we've got the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands here. So that's about making the necessary changes, because you've just been released to have a new beginning, should you so choose. And you are able to meet who you want, spend time with who you want, and you're able to set that in motion. Because like I said, there's going to be three. So you're going to decide on one. And instead of it being defensive and you being like, okay, God, what now? This is going to allow you to sort of set down that worry and disappointment for this prior situation where you felt like you just really had to stand your ground and take things way down to minimal communication. It's actually going to kind of set you free and make you feel pretty darn self-sufficient and strong and valued and like, hey, I got this. So it takes you from disappointment to right here where you're just feeling like, I can do this. I can do this. And then the decision gets to be yours. So we go from disappointment and wondering how things are going to work out to feeling like, I got this. Now, what do I want to do? What's going to be my choice here? Not like trying to work something out and kind of hoping for the best here. No, you get to decide now. You get to decide. Geez, I don't even think I need to clarify. Okay, all right. All right, so 2 cards, please. What else? What else for Leo? 2 cards. What else for Leo? It's like you're at the crossroads and you need to. It's just always going to be work with your person. I'm sorry, or the situation. Pardon me. It's always going to be work. You're always, and the effort will be on you because the other person is just. They're either not that into it or they're not capable of investing in the outcome that you want. They're not capable of giving to what you want. All right. Leo. So we've got the tree here and we've got the key. Also 7 of Cups, pardon me, and 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so Lenormand, tree and the key. This would suggest that whatever, if it's health issues or just issues with things being stable and secure, if it's not health issues, it couldn't even be a career reading. It could be about your job, just your position and security and like what brings you security, what grounds you, what has stood the test of time, what will stand the test of time. That's about things resolving and working out. Okay, so whatever, it's basically continued success, continued stability, continued growth. If there are any issues, they will resolve, right? This is the Seven of Cups. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So we've got being confused about what you want to give your attention to, what you want to work on. Having a lot of choices to make about where you want to put your effort. And yeah, I asked for a snapshot. There it is. What are you going to choose? Is it going to be this situation up here where it will always require effort on your part, and there's over time it's just going to wear you out, and there's going to be a lack of fundamental trust and respect, and it's kind of like waning? Or, and we've got two, keep in mind we've got two cards of strength here. Or is it going to be in a new situation or new situations and people that are going to really make you feel valued and strong and stable, and that you've got this fire that you can decide, and this energy to where you can figure out where you want to put your energy, who you want to spend time with. The choices are yours because you're in a very strong position. You've got the experience of cutting something loose that does not serve you and that makes you feel kind of crappy, if we're honest, because you're constantly, it's, you know that game where I think it's called curling, where somebody pushes something, it's a big heavy disc, and then other people are in front doing the swishy with the brooms. You're the swishy with the broom. And all somebody else has to do is just kind of lob something forward, and it looks like a lot of effort, but really after they do that, their job is done. And then you're the swishy the whole way down to where it crosses. And so that's this. It's always going to require that effort. Whereas looking at this as an opportunity that I've just been set free from a really trying situation where I've had to kind of defend myself and make my point known and try to get somebody to agree with me and see my side of things. I've just been set free from that, and I get to go out and do whatever the heck I want, or whomever the heck I want. And it puts me in a position to where I feel like I have efficacy over my own life. I feel like the people I'm around want to be around me, and I get to do what I want to do, who I want to do it with. There's an ending to me having to throw good effort after bad intent or situation, a bad situation. And any choices that I make get to be mine. And I feel empowered to do so. I feel empowered to make those choices. I don't feel like I've got to do it we got to work this out. I got to work this out. All right. Am I doing anything else? Okay. All right. I want to do a confirmation. And I didn't grab another deck to do that. I'm getting one now. What's that? Can't believe I forgot that. Yeah, not that one. Not that one. Just want to get another out here to confirmation. Like we don't have it already, right? What else for Leo? Confirmation card for Leo. One card, please. Confirmation. Yes. Yay! Okay, so that's strength. That is doubling down on this card and this card. So this is whatever decision, the reason why you kind of stood your ground on something and was like, I will die on this hill, is because you are strong, because it came from a position of strength, because you know what is required to have a stable, solid connection with someone, of what you want, how you want things to be, what works, what makes sense, what is naturally fitting, and just what I hate that you had to negotiate or defend yourself. It's like, how could someone not understand that, look, when you bring another situation or person before us, it's going to start to cause problems. It's going to erode our position of strength together. Or, this is about self-esteem as well. It's going to make me feel less than because I'm constantly having to negotiate my worth with you and try to work things out. And so stand your ground. This is kind of doubling down on this right here. This is doubling down on that. Stand your ground. Come from a position of strength and know that you're doing the best for yourself, and that trust yourself. Not like you need help doing that, but you have made the right decision as far as standing up for what you believe in. what you can focus on right now is things working out the way you want them, because you're going to put your effort where it makes most sense. And I should leave it at that so that I don't sit there and keep banging on the same drum, right? Okay, Leo, I leave you here. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. Take care.